Hey beautiful divas, this is Anna coming to you with a Tresors Deluxe Design Team project. So let me just dive in and show you the stuff that I used, and then I'll show you the project. Okay, so remember I had showed you this really beautiful long trim. Well, I just cut them all out because I knew I would not use it as one complete, one whole piece. I would use them individually like this. So I used some of those. And I used a piece of that, and I used a piece of this. I think I used a piece of almost every trim. And I totally used a piece of that. I love that trim. And I used a piece of this trim. And most of them, I did half and half as far as cutting, and then cutting them in pieces and not cutting them. And this one. And this is white, so it's kind of right in the camera. And this one. Okay, and I used some of these flowers that I had taken them all out because I just did different things, so I used some of those beautiful flowers. And yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, see I have these all cut up in pieces. So let's put this beautiful stuff back in my cute little Daiso bag full of Tresors Deluxe yumminess. Okay. All right, so here is my project. I'm so excited. I have never made a fabric banner before, so this is my first time, so be nice, please. I did everything from scratch. I did not have a template. I did not have any type of pre-made banners. I literally had to sit and cut a triangle out and hope that it looked like one and layer the fabrics I had. Okay, so it's a 5 banner. I have no pictures on this, and I have no letters on it because at this point in time, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. So I left that part off of there because I could always add that at a later time. Okay, so I have all of the banners are hung from a piece of seam binding, and then you'll see that this right here is the back of it is muslin. Okay, that I had in my stash. And then the top part, the second page on top, is eyelet. It's an eyelet trim fabric. It's a huge piece. So I cut that also in triangle pieces, and I added this on top of the muslin. And that's what's holding everything together. Okay? So you'll see right here, I used those pieces. Every banner you're going to see is going to have the same ruffle. I have a really beautiful yellow ruffle here, and I also have a white one on top. These both were gifted to me by my sweet friend Marissa. So every page has that, but as far as the decoration on top, they're all different. Okay? So here is where I used some more of that beautiful trim. Here's where I used another piece of the trim. I just cut off all the little, there was a bunch of these little puffy type, ball type things. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was like through here. And so I took those off and I used them somewhere else. Then there's some of the Tresors rosebuds. I took the leaves off. Here is the piece of the trim that looked like leaves, and I cut them individually, and I just put little blings on them. These right here I made out of some Melissa Francis pom-pom trim. So I just kind of like gathered it and put it into like a little pom-pom ball. And that was from my stash. This cabochon. This was gifted to me in a swap that I was in with Tamika. Thank you very, very much. Whoever made these ones for me, I was really excited to use it. It's super beautiful. Then I just did a really quick little rolled little flower and put a flat back in the middle. Then there's some more of the leaves right here. And I have some little blings on them. And then a little pom-pom flower again. And then some more Tresors, little rosebuds. These really super cute leaves right here. These ones were gifted to me by Elise. So thank you very much, Elise. So this is my first page. And then I have through here, actually I almost forgot. Jeez Louise. Okay. And you'll see that I have some little rose flatback. I have that going all the way through here and through here. And these long pieces, they hung off of this piece up here. So I use that for the top part. So every piece is going to be used. Okay, so that's the first one. Here is my second one. I love it. My best friend made this flower for me in our swap. I was so excited to use it. It's so gorgeous. And then I have some of these little, they're kind of like stamens, but not. I have it right here, and I have it right here. I put some eyelash trim underneath the flower. I have a cabochon. This was gifted to me by Marissa. And I have some of this pretty trim going all the way through here. And then here is some of the Tresors Deluxe. This is one piece right here. And this is another piece laying on top of it. I can't show you what this used to look like because in my last design team project, I literally only had this much left and I used it. So it's sitting under here, and that's what this is. And you'll see it peeking in between. And then this is the other one that I have that's laying on top of it. And then I have little beautiful beads right here that was gifted to me by Elise. Thank you, Elise. So it was perfect. It's like an iridescent type pink, and it went perfect with the flower. So I just put those in the little grooves of the trim. So it's perfect. These right here were gifted to me by Elise. They are now officially gone, Elise. What am I gonna do? I love using what people send me. I swear it's awesome. So that is my Beautimus little banner piece. Love it. Okay, here is the third one, and like I said, all of these are the same. I used some cream flatbacks. And then here is a piece of the trim that I cut from my design team Yumminess. And then this is the bling that was sent in my design team package, and I used a piece of it, so it just dangles here. Love it. Okay, and here is some more of this trim that I cut up in pieces. And then I cut up some more in pieces up here of a different trim. Here and here and then here. Then this is a little Gatsby flower that I made. And then I have this beautiful leaf here with this really beautiful flower. This flower, this one, and this one were all from my stash. They were all gifted to me, actually. And then here and here is exactly the same. So this little part is the same as this one. So I just kind of gathered it around the Gatsby flower that I made. And then here. So I have, this is another trim that I used. I used a chunk of it going this way. And then this one right here, it goes all the way through. And then I cut out portions of here, and then I put that right here, and then I put it right here. So that is banner number 3. Okay, and then that's right, yeah, banner number 4. I have, this is the part that was the bumpy part that I showed you in the beginning of that one trim. I used it up here because it goes like this. So that goes all the way across. I used another trim right here that you can see. So I used 3 sections of that through here, here, and here. Okay, this is a flower that I made. And then these are some leaves that I made showing, I showed this a long time ago in one of my videos, where you just put glossy accents on it and you dip your Martha Stewart fine glitter on top of it. And then this was gifted to me by Elise. And then right here I have a button and a cabochon. I have another fabric little flower here for my stash, here and here. And then this beautiful little applique piece was gifted to me by Marissa also. And then I have this beautiful stick pin, which I don't remember which one made it for me. It could have been Elizabeth, it could have been Natalie, it could have been Anna Yanis. It's one of those 3 that made me the stick pin, and I thank you very much for it because I love it. So I used that. I didn't want to use any paper products on this banner. I wanted it to stay fabric. So that's what I ended up doing. And then here is that really pretty trim that I showed you that has the dangles. And I used that here. So I used a lot of the fabric pieces in multiple ones. And then this is cheesecloth right here that I used on top. Okay, so that's this banner. I love it. And here's the last one. Okay, I used the last piece of this. I have no more left. And then this is the top part of one of the trims that I used. I just cut it out because it looked kind of like a banner and I used it across. This is another piece right here. And the piece that was right in here, I cut it and I have it right here. Here's some more of those little branch looking trim that I love so much, that I'm so happy that I got. So those are like little leaves, and I put little blings on the end of them. And I put another one here. And see how that looks? How you can cut it out and it looks like a branch. And then I have just 3 little rhinestones there. I have another one of those long ones there and there. Okay, this flower right here was gifted to me by Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. And I just shoved some more really beautiful little flowers there. And this really pretty beaded leaf here, gifted to me by Marissa too. And then I sporadically have some tiny little pearl trim that goes right there, that's on top. And some more cheesecloth. So this is the last one. I absolutely love how it came out. Not so bad, right? For the first time. And mind you, if it wasn't for Tresors Deluxe beautiful trims, it would have not been so possible, because you really do need some really, you know, luscious type trims to be able to layer and add. So I had an absolute blast putting this together. Okay, and here's this one. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed my little project. This is actually a bigger project. It took me some time to get this done. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and for just watching, and those of you that will take the time to leave a comment. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And thank you to my new subbies, and you guys have an amazing and beyond blessed Sunday, because that's when you'll see this. I'm actually recording this beforehand. So thank you. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.